I thought in the first few games he was getting better and better every week. With the culmination of being a week ago, I thought he played a pretty solid football game a week ago. And then he didn't play as well this weekend or yesterday. I felt like he played really tentative. Didn't play confident in terms of dropping back and knowing where eyes and feet should be, and getting back and hitting that back foot and getting the ball out of his hands. So I felt like this week was a step back from a week ago, or from the growth and ascension that he was making. But again, I mean, it's the same with all young guys, is that when you're in your first year, everything is not going to just be continually a gradual incline to the top of the mountain. You have bumps in the road. You have games that are more of a struggle. Things, times when you don't see it as well. As you're growing and you're building an offense around guys. So, so I don't know what you put your finger on in terms of, yesterday in terms of, Shedeur and his performance. But I mean, I think you've seen some good things. I think you've seen some moments. I think you've seen some really good throws along the way. I think there's got to be some optimism that he's shown you something that you feel like, okay, we've got to explore this more and see who he can be at this level, see what he is at this level. And I think that's, kind of the approach you take through the rest of the year. And then that leads you into, okay, what do we do moving forward? Do we feel these two young guys are enough in the room that they can carry us? One of these guys can carry us moving forward. Do we need to add, somebody else to the mix? Just in terms of competition. And I think there's been at least some promising things that you've seen. It's just this business and this position is all about consistency. It's about showing up week in and week out. It's about making the right decisions. It's about, seeing the right things, and giving your team a chance to win. And so that's what you're trying to find at this position. And I think, with both the young guys, you've seen some moments, but you haven't seen that level of consistency to say, oh, it's this guy, or even we've got, necessarily the guys in the room that we know can be that guy moving forward. They just need a little bit more time.